Greetings, race fans, and welcome to race number 3 of the Quaker State Cup Series. We are at Las Vegas Motor Speedway, and we are getting set for the UAW Daimler Chrysler 400 with Brian Fleeter on the pole, and to his outside, Blake Deaver. Our winner last week, Alex Filter, is going to be rolling off from the 4th position, but I think that really there's got to be some doubts going through the minds of guys that are in the top 3 now. Our current points leader, Jonathan Pilot, TJ Mooreshead, and Arnold Columbia. They're our top 3. Maybe even Jacob Sharpie, who's 4th, and Anthony Lauder, who's 5th. When we entered into the race at Rockingham last week, the guys running 1, 2, 3 in the point standings, which were John Bain, Christian Dunbar, and TJ Mooreshead, they left that racetrack 6th, 11th, and 19th in the standings, respectively. That was a huge hit for all these drivers, and so today they're going to try and come back, maybe try and pick up the pace again, get back on track. They're going to see if they can do that here at Las Vegas, but obviously there has to be some doubts going through the minds of some of the drivers that are up near the front of the field and the points, and maybe even the front of the field in today's race. Alright, so let's get the starting lineup for today's race. As I told you, Brian Fleeter is on the pole, and Blake Deaver is 2nd. Then you've got Brian LaFleur Jr., and our winner last week, Alex Filter. Matt Johnson will start in the 77 car in the 5th position, and 6th will be John Worry. 7th will be Jacob Sharpie, and 8th will be Levi McKenzie. 9th will be Jake Berg. 10th, Martin Sakala. Sean Galligan trying to get out of the mire that he's in the points right now. He's going to roll off from the 11th position. 12th is going to be Christian Dunbar. 13th, Isaiah Vengas. 14th, Robert Band. 15th will be Jake Cole. 16th, Jacob Ward. 17th will be Luke Marcheski. 18th, James Silverfox. 19th, Anthony Lauder. 20th will be Andrew Gonzalez. 21st, Patrick Scroggins. 22nd, Jake Snyder. 23rd, John Bain. 24th, Noel Stiller. 25th will be Vincent Marsh. Arnold Columbia will be 26th. 27th will be TJ Mooreshead. 28th will be Michael Harvey. Let's see, 29th is going to be Ronnie Medford. 30th, Christian James. And our points leader is going to start in 31st position, Jonathan Pilot, with Philip Stiller rolling off from the 32nd position. How about this? This is going to be a very interesting dilemma for the 10 car of Jonathan Pilot. He comes in here leading the points, but only by a slim 7 points over the car starting up ahead of him, 2 rows ahead. That is, I lied, the number 30 car of TJ Mooreshead. And then another guy in the points that's up there, that's going to be starting pretty close to the back, is going to be Arnold Columbia. I believe he's going to be rolling off from, I think it's 26th. So this is going to be interesting to see if these guys can work their way up through the field. If a wreck happens in front of them, they're going to have to be very defensive and try to make their way through. We saw that was not able to be the case with drivers last week that were at the top of the standings. John Bain, Christian Dunbar, and Martin Zakala. And a lot of people thought TJ Mooreshead, actually I thought too, that TJ Mooreshead was going to be the leader when we left Rockingham. I thought he was...
Drivers, start your engines!
Gotta let you hear that. But I thought that he was going to be the points leader when we left Rockingham, but no, John Pilot has been able to compile a good finish at Daytona, a good finish at Rockingham, and he has a 7-point lead over TJ Mooreshead, Arnold Columbia, Jacob Sharpie, and Anthony Lauder, the top 5 in the standings. I'll tell you, 2 guys that really are looking for dynamite runs today. I mentioned Sean Galligan rolling off from the 11th position. He and Michael Harvey, they've been battling it out in the points the last 2 races. Oh yeah, it's for the last position. Those guys are way down there. They want good runs here today, and they're going to try and get it. as we get set for 27 laps. Brian Fleeter leads them down to the green flag. 2 Dodges on the front row, green flag. Las Vegas can be full of surprise. Oh, Jacob Sharpie's in the wall. Caution is out. There's John Worry. Levi McKenzie is in it. There's Jacob Sharpie. Jake Snyder. There's Andrew Gonzalez. Robert Band may have some damage as well. No, he doesn't. Looks like he made it through. That was near the 5th position right there, that battle. Oh, Jacob Ward. Is he damaged, or is he just... had he had to slow down? Let's see his right side. No, he looks like he's clean. John Worry, not the case, though. Jake Snyder was involved, and here comes Jacob Sharpie, the car that we saw get out of shape in turn 1. He's all crunched up in the back, all smashed in on the right side of that race car. The Interstate Battery Chevrolet undoubtedly is out of the race. He came into this race 4th in points. Boy, these points leaders are taking hits left and right. Let's go back and look at a replay. Well, things kind of got backed up on the start, and they started going 3 wide. It may have been his teammate, Jake Berg. Let's see. No, I think it wasn't. It may have been just that he got clipped. And I think Robert Band and Jacob Ward made contact, and the 19 was sideways, but I think they both were able to sustain no damage. But Andrew Gonzalez was involved in this. Jake Snyder was also in it, as well as John Worry and the 1 car of Levi McKenzie. Let's just take a look and see what happened to Robert Band before we get back to the restart. The 19 car, maybe he had to whoa up for that wreck and just got turned around by Jacob Ward. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like what happened, but oh, he did scrape the wall just a bit, but I don't think it was any real damage. And I think at one point there they went 5 wide. Oh, and look, oh, that's retaliation. Did you see that? Holy cow. Robert Band spins the 97 around purely out of retaliation. I didn't even see that. Holy cow. I want to take one quick look at that again. Okay, so here we go. I don't think there was anything wrong that the 97 did. The 19 was trying to whoa up. The 97 had the 6 in the back of him if he slowed down. Then the 19 decides he's going to retaliate, and this is how he does it. Right here. Spins the 97 off the nose of his Dodge. That was uncalled for. And that's why Jacob Ward was so far in the pack, yet he didn't look like he had any damage. Well, we're getting ready to go back out to the restart here on, well, it'll be on lap number 6 when they cross the line. But the car that really did not get a good start was our pole sitter, Brian Fleeter. They ended up splitting him 3 wide and everything. I believe he's running back right now in the 4th position. We'll have to see. I think he's in 4th. Yes, he is. He's behind Brian LaFleur Jr., Matt Johnson, Alex Filter, and then it's himself, and Sean Galligan is up in 5th. You have to wonder if that feud we just saw happen there, that retaliation from Robert Band, the contact made between himself and Jacob Ward, if that's going to play out later in this race. Las Vegas is certainly not really considered a short track, but obviously the tempers are short already, and we were just on the first lap. So we'll try it again. So far we have not completed 1 lap under green, as we will get ready on lap number 6. A few guys up there really trying to get good runs. Brian LaFleur Jr., Matt Johnson, and Sean Galligan there in the top 5. Green flag. Brian LaFleur's had actually some really good runs where he has a chance of winning, and he always ends up being in the wrong place at the wrong time. But But right now, he's smooth sailing out front, Matt Johnson, about car length and a half behind. Brian Fleeter tried to make up for that pretty unsuccessful green flag start where he lost several positions. He's battling it out for the third spot now with Alex Filter, last week's winner. You know, I don't think that people are really thinking right now about the All-Star race, but it'll be honest before we know it. And right now, we have 5 different people that are going to be in it. So that's great. I'll see if I can tell you in a minute who is in it and who isn't. I'm seeing a car back there that's moving up through the field that we that's had some hard luck lately too, and that's the guy running right now battling for 9th. That's Jake Cole, the number 90 car. He, like Sean Galligan, they have really been having a hard time of it, and they're running pretty nicely now, currently in the top 10. Isaiah Vegas is back there. Christian Dunbar trying to come back from a horrible finish last week at Rockingham. A few other guys back there that are in the top 10 in point standing. John Bale, who lost first and fell to 6th. He's running 14th right now on the speed chart. Oh, contact! The 16th around! And John Bale is in it! Oh, the 16 is upside down. The 16 is barrel rolling. Lots of cars involved. Isaiah Vegas is upside down. He may have landed back on his wheels. Let's see. Caution is that. Oh, no, he's still on his roof. And now he's on pit road. I couldn't tell who else was involved in that. I do know Arnold Columbia got a piece of it. And oh no, don't tell me. Don't tell me. I think John Pilot may have gotten a piece. I don't know this for certain. Oh, the 20 spun around. Oh, teammates from Robert Yates. The 88 car. Oh, yep, John Pilot has damage. A lot of damage. Our points leader. I told you that the points leaders were going to have a problem here today. Holy cow. John Bain, I know, also had a problem there. He was involved. Arnold Columbia. There's Michael Harvey again involved. Patrick Scroggins, he's headed for pit road. Behind the 88 car, that is the, or behind the 38, that's the 88 of Jake Snyder. There was another car that went down pit road. It's the 43 of Ronnie Medford. Looks like they're going to get the damage repaired on that race car. Jake Snyder's going to the garage. Patrick Scroggins going to get his damage repaired. And the 10 car of Jonathan Pilot is not coming into pit road. But he is badly mangled both in the back and on the right side. James Silverfox also has some damage there on the rear. Well, let's look at a replay, see what happened. It started with the 16 of Isaiah Vegas. Well, here we go. It was just some really good racing back here. Got wadded up, and the 7 gets into the side of the 16, turns him around. Patrick Scroggins slams the wall. Oh, Noel Stiller also was in it. And look at the 16 over onto its roof. Wow. Let's see how Jonathan Pilot, our points leader, got involved. Well, now I'm not really sure if Pilot was involved because he's got damage to his rear here, and we haven't even seen the replay. But let's see if maybe something occurs here. I don't know. No, I think he's going to get to the inside with TJ Morrishead and Jake Berg and John Worry. He does. The 16 on its roof. Noel Stiller was involved. So was Robert Bann. Okay, I'm just going to take a quick second. I'm going to go back. I'm not sure how the 10 car got that damage. I found it. It was all the way back on lap 2. I don't even really remember this happening. But Ryan Medford gets turned around by Christian Janes. Then everything backs up, and the 10 gets nailed in the back by, I think that was James Silverfox.